Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, sir. Online team, let me share my screen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good evening, sir. Yeah, yeah. And what are the libraries we are using and terminology as well. Here onwards, I need to continue. Okay. Let's understand the deep learning. The starting itself is the interview question. So the starting itself is the interview question. Please make a note actually. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning, mainly using in artificial neural network, which are inspired by what exactly human brain. Let me tell you one more thing. Maybe you can just try to see, you can understand one point. The point will be, hey Daniel, there is a data. There is what exactly data. So we need to create a model, or else from that model, from the data, I'm expecting kind of some output actually. Then in between what we need to use, sir, here you need to use machine learning algorithm. What we need to use actually? Machine learning, ML algorithms actually. When I say ML algorithms, can you talk with me? What is the first one? Linear regression. If it is a next one, logistic regression. Logistic regression. I mean to say, I would like to say this is the backbone. Can you talk with me? What exactly, sir? Backbone actually. If you wanted to imagine you are working with the machine learning, if you are having the data, you are expecting output actually. What is the backbone, sir? The predefined algorithms. Algorithms are backbone. What is backbone? Chappan sir. Algorithms. What do you mean by backbone? Indirectly these algorithms are working. It is helping us actually. Same thing like that. Whenever you're talking about the data, yeah, exactly. This one is output actually. This one is what exactly is our output. And here you are thinking like deep learning, right? What exactly meant deep learning? But can I tell you the backbone is? The backbone is called as a neural network. Talk with me, sir. Neural network actually. Neural network. Neural network is the backbone. I will cover one more time. Please be patient. Tim, come, let me repeat one more time. Daniel, when you're talking about the data, you are having the data. You are having what exactly? Data. This data we need to pass to ML algorithm. Then finally we will get a model actually. Finally we will get what exactly? Model. I can say the backbone is the algorithm. What is the backbone? Algorithm. Daniel, I do have a data. I do have what exactly? Data. You are especially, you need to apply neural network actually. Then over that neural network will get output actually. That neural network is so called as what exactly? Backbone. This neural network topic came from human brain topic. Human brain actually. Did you remember neuron architecture, something like that? Same topic actually. Okay. You just have to remember that. Let's move on. Deep learning is subset of machine learning, mainly using in ANN, artificial neural network, which are inspired by the human brain, So deep learning is able to capture the required features. Yes, this is really very good. When it comes to machine learning, feature engineering you need to apply. You need to tell this one is a feature and this one is the target variable actually. But when it comes to deep learning, sir, it captures the features automatically. If you are giving the image data, video data, audio data, it can capture the features automatically. That is seriously very good point. And solving the problem. DL means deep learning, sir. Deep learning is a technique for what? That comes closest to the way humans learn actually. That comes very close to like we are all humans, we are learning, right? We are using our brain. Brain needs nothing but a group of neurons. Talk with me, group of neurons. All group of neurons, it will create a neural network. It will create a neural network. Sir, simple, sir. Deep learning concept defined based on human brain. Based on human brain actually. Deep learning is a technique that comes closest to the way how human thinks actually. Deep learning methods are, deep learning methods use neural network architecture. What architecture? Neural network architecture actually. And I will tell you what to mean by neural network architecture. That's why deep learning is often referred as a deep neural network. We can also call as a deep learning is so called as what exactly? Deep neural network, sir. What network? Deep neural network. Yeah, I'm sure you got a clarity. See, look at my screen very clearly. Data. Finally, you are getting output actually. But in between, if you are working with the machine learning, you are using ML algorithms. I would like to say ML algorithm is the backbone actually. Finally, you are getting output actually. ML algorithm is what exactly? Backbone. Daniel, data. Finally, output actually. Then here what we need to apply, sir, this complete picture is called as a neural network. Talk with me. Neural network actually. Can I ask you one question? Machine learning, what is the backbone? Algorithms. Deep learning, what is the backbone? Neural network. That's what you need to get a clear picture. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. There are some differences you have to be very clear. Please be focused actually. The difference between deep learning and machine learning. Difference between what exactly, sir? Deep learning and machine learning actually. What is exact difference? Data. Which is so called as a deep learning models works with the very huge data. Deep learning models works with what exactly? Very huge data. And the more data you give to the neural network, then it will show much greater accuracy than other machine learning model. Best example, I wanted to display one small image. Look at this image, sir. Look at this image. This one is x-axis. Okay. This one is y-axis. X-axis and next one is what exactly mean? Y-axis. Here, what exactly we are doing is, we are trying to increasing the data. On x-axis, we are plotting 100 GB, 200 GB, 300 GB, 400 GB. Data is keep on increasing. On y-axis, we are checking the accuracy. Y-axis, we are checking. Let us do one thing. Same data, you can apply machine learning. You can apply deep learning. You can apply machine learning. You can apply deep learning. Sorry. So red color indicates to the machine learning and yellow color indicates to what exactly? Neural network actually. Now make a note on this one. The red color indicates to, sir, if the data is increasing, at certain point of time, accuracy became stable. Accuracy became stable actually. But when it comes to neural network means deep learning. Sir, more data, more accuracy. Talk with me. More data, more accuracy. Deep learning model needs more data. Deep learning models needs what exactly, sir? More data actually. That's what you need to be understand. Okay. Yeah, please understand. Deep learning models works with the very huge data. The more data you give to the neural network and it will show good accuracy rather than machine learning model actually. There are some components you have to be very clear. So what are those things? You know, computational hardware, CPU, the next one is called as a GPU. ML models works with CPU, which is so called as a central processing unit. Did you remember in your childhood actually? First computer class, they will tell input devices and output devices, right? ML model works with the CPU, computer, no, sorry, central processing unit. DL model works with what exactly? GPU, which is so called as a graphical processing units. Talk with me. Graphical processing units. And a TPS also. TPS in the sense tensor processing unit actually. These are highly advanced processing systems. Talk with me, sir. These are highly advanced processing systems actually. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's discuss about this one. It is central processing unit. Okay. CPU is so called as a central processing unit. And it is a brain to the computer. When you're talking about the CPU, talk with me, sir. What is this one? It is a brain. Best example for human, how it is a brain is a calculation part actually, computation. For system also, CPU is important actually. Processing serial instruction. Sir, CPU, it can process serial instruction. Talk with me. Serial. What do you mean by serial? One by one. Right, one by one actually. Good at speed during processing. What do you mean by serial, you know? Yeah. So think like what I can say, you know. Imagine there is a project. This project I can say task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. Only one person is working for the project. Think like that. Only one person. One person is working for the project actually. Only one person. Think like the Daniel actually. Person name is the Daniel. Then Daniel. So he's supposed to spend 2 days time actually. Then once after it is done, Daniel. So he spent 2 days again. And again, next task. Again 2 days actually. Then talk with me. Total how many days, sir? 2 days. Then total how many days? How many? Daniel, he spent how many days, sir? 8 days actually. Conclusion of the story. Serial processing means one by one. First task I need to finish, then only I can move on to the next one. Second task I need to finish, then only I can move on to the next one actually. This is called as a serial processing. What processing? CPU will work in this way actually. CPU will work in this way. What do you mean by parallel processing, you know, sir? Parallel means parallel processing. Same story, let me take. Same project. Sir, this is beautiful. Sir, let us recruit 4 persons. How many? 4 persons. Very good. 4 persons actually. On an average, A, B, C, D. A will take how many days? 2 days. B will take 2 days. And C will take 2 days. And D will take 2 days. Then can you tell me the total result? Beautiful, right? This is really beautiful, sir. Total days. You know, the total days, just a matter of 2 days actually, which is so called as a parallel processing. What processing? Make a note on this one. Immediately I can start this task actually at the same day, at the same day, at the same day. If you want, what is serial processing and parallel processing? Uh, you can just try to open my website, nirikshan.com. A long back I have written material, a long back 2017, serial processing and parallel processing. మీరు ఈ డయాగ్రామ్స్ చూస్తే మీకు చాలా క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది. చూడండి. Yeah, think like there is only one processor it is working in the back end. There is a problem. Think like, task 1, task 2, task 3, sequentially it's supposed to process. Think like in your computer, only one processor. If it is one processor, more burden. Task 1 need to finish, go to the task number 2. Task 2 you need to finish, go to the task number 3. This is called as a serial processing. What is a parallel processing, sir? Think like multiple processors. Processor 1, processor 2, processor 3, processor 4. This is really beautiful example actually. Sir, మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా? Okay. Can I copy this URLs if you want actually? Let me pass this exactly. CPU, it is central processing unit. It is a brain to the computer. Processing serial instructions, sir. Somebody is asking, can you go back actually? What, sir? Means this website or what? Rishi Sarji. The link. If you want, I can share the link. Click on that actually. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, sir. Okay, so sir, it's not like today I have started material preparation. A long back onwards, I'm more interested actually. First material when I have written, so I already prepared the material. In the year of 2016, I started material preparation actually. First material I have written for Java. First material I have written for slowly by slowly I improved my skills. That is really good practice. If I know one topic I don't know, I will create material first actually. Why? Because that is a reference for me. Imagine I'm planning for interview. That is a reference for me. I prepared like that actually. Then later, so machine learning. No. After Java, Hadoop actually. After Hadoop, PySpark. A long back, sir. I started in my long back actually. I like this. But recently I'm not doing. I stopped actually. Why? Because I don't have a time to prepare all this material. Exactly, I stopped 2019. Why, Daniel? Literally, I don't have a time, to update this my blog actually. Fine, then you can ignore. These are all not required for you. Where are we? We are talking about the CPU. So it is a processing serial instruction, good at speed during the processing, and it consumes more memory during the processing. It consumes more memory, sir. And companies like Intel, ARM, and AMD produces CPU and companies actually. Produces what exactly? CPU and companies. Intel will be, when you're talking about i3, i5, i7, that processors will be created by Intel company. What company? Intel company actually. Once the data science is increasing, automatically hardware companies also increasing actually. Why? Because, imagine if the data is increasing, systems required to store the data. Systems requires to process the data. Automatically, hardware demand also growing actually. Growing. Okay. Yeah. GPU. It is graphical processing unit, sir. GPU means what exactly? Graphical processing units. It processing the parallel instruction, having very good speed compared to the CPU, and it consumes very less memory. Yeah, good. I'm sorry, just I'm reading, but it is more meaningful sentence actually. Parallel processing, I already told actually, and having very good speed compared to the CPU, GPUs are very fast. But nowadays, whenever you are planning to buy any new laptop, by default they will tell, sir, are you looking for graphical card, graphics card, something like that. Kada? Yeah. Consumes very less memory. GPUs consumes very less memory. Companies like, do you know NVIDIA? You should aware. Being a data scientist, you should aware actually. Recently, they have conducted one summit, a kind of some Best example, to create a AI models, machine learning model, deep learning model, we need a good systems in company. Here, just for practice purpose, we are taking small data, but in real time, it is not a small data, sir. Then definitely we need a high-end systems. We, in the sense, companies take care of those things actually. Companies takes care, all right? NVIDIA you should aware. It's not like that, sir. A valid point. It's not like that. Can GPU replace CPU actually? No. Imagine let us take 100 members. Valid question. Out of 100 members, think like, 60 guys are data science working in data science. For these guys, GPU systems required actually. Then remaining 40 members, they are working, normal purpose actually, a kind of some normal persons. They need CPU more than enough actually. Where data science is involving, GPU required. Best example, personal laptop, GPU is not required. Business persons, GPU is not required. Am I right? That's what you need to be understand. Even my laptop is a CPU. It's not GPU. Okay. GPU is very expensive, sir. Very expensive laptops actually. NVIDIA, you should have. I'm sorry. See, these are all multi-cores actually, but these are all 1000 cores. Can you read just heading? World leader in artificial intelligence? Computing. What do you mean by computing? Processing, calculating, processing. These are all things you need to be understand. Best company, sir. Okay, fine. Then let's move on. Feature selection. Online team, can I get one response from anybody? Are you following, sir? Online team, please be respond actually. Yeah. Then let's continue. Let's continue. Feature selection. In deep learning, neural networks take care of the feature selection automatically. Whenever you are working with the deep learning, the neural networks takes care for what? Feature selection. It takes care automatically. It decides a particular feature is important or not, and reduce the corresponding weights to almost to zero actually. Let me repeat one more time. It decides whether particular feature is important or not. It will understand which feature is important, which feature is not important, especially image processing data. What data, sir? Image processing. And reduce corresponding weights to almost zero. I will tell you what do you mean by weight actually. In machine learning algorithm, feature selection is plays important role, and we have to please focus here more actually. Can I tell you in machine learning what is a crucial step actually? Feature selection. Yeah, data preparation, which one is important, which one is not important, we have to decide actually. Yeah, so this we already covered. Deep learning gives very good performance compared to the machine learning. I hope you understand this. Okay. On x-axis, you are increasing the data. Slowly by slowly, you are increasing the data. On x-axis, you are increasing the data. And on y-axis, you are checking the accuracy. Daniel, this is something like a 100 GB, 200 GB, 300 GB, 400 GB. It's okay. Then let us create a model. First, let me create a machine learning, which is so called as a traditional model actually. Now, please make a note on this one. Though this one is called as a traditional model, make a note on this one. At certain point of time, the score is becomes stable actually. The accuracy becomes stable. Even it is increasing, slightly it is moving actually. But when it comes to deep learning, sir, more data, more accuracy. చెప్తారా? చెప్పండి సార్, more data, more accuracy. If the data is keep on increasing, accuracy also giving competition actually. Come on, you can load more data. Come on, you can load more data actually. Something like that. One more time. Simple, sir. If you're having mostly unstructured data, then you can go for that. And the two images, audio, video, these are all things will be handled by deep learning actually. Okay. Yeah. But one point I can say, don't think like, machine learning is outdated. No, 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 no. Machine learning is the base to understand deep learning. No trainer never start directly deep learning. First of all, they will start from the machine learning, then they will move on to the deep learning actually. This is the base. First example, I covered first Python, next pandas. Imagine if I didn't cover Python. Everything you have to mug up. Data frame is a class, series is a class, head is a method, shape is an attribute actually. That's what. There is a root actually. Neural network. Let me repeat again. Deep learning is implemented with the help of neural network. With the help of what exactly, sir? Neural network. And a neural network is a network or circuit of neurons to solve a problem actually. Hope you understand. The idea behind neural network is the biological neuron. Talk with me, sir. Biological neuron. When you're talking about the neural network, what is the idea behind of this one, sir? Biological neuron. What do you mean by biological? Human. So in our brain, lot of neurons actually. Lot of neurons. And which is nothing but a brain cell. Neural network may have multiple hidden layers. Can you talk with me? Neural network may have what exactly, sir? Multiple hidden layers actually. Multiple hidden layers. This is important point. Please make a note on this one. Group of layers. I'm sorry. What are layers it is having, The first one is so called as a input layer. The second one is so called as a hidden layer. Third one is so called as a output layer actually. Sir, hidden layer can be first hidden layer, that's still okay. But generally this one is a normal. This one is think like, in a general way actually, more in a general. Then can I talk actually, the next one? Highly advanced actually, advanced, in an advanced way. Can you help me? What is the first one? Input layer as usual. First hidden layer. Third one. Second hidden layer. Fourth one. Third hidden layer. Like this, any number of layers. And the fifth one is what exactly, sir? Output layer. Chapter? Output layer. That's it. Now read the point. You can easy to understand. What is the point actually? Neural network may have what exactly? Multiple? Yeah, it can be multiple hidden layers. First hidden layer. Second hidden layer. Third hidden. Data, sir. Based on data. But anyway, let me show you how to draw one hidden layer. You will get an idea. Now, neural networks means it is having first one is input layer, the last one is called as output layer. In between input and output, would you have a hidden layers? Would you have what layers, man? Hidden layers. Please ensure that make a note on this one actually. Can you talk with me? What is the first one? Input layer. The next one, output layer. In between hidden layers. In a input layer, how many neurons? Two neurons. That is still okay. Output layer, how many? I will tell you how to take two neurons, how to take one, and how to take this. I will tell you. And the hidden layer, how many? Four neurons. If you want, I can draw this diagram so that you will get a clarity. There is a one website. Yeah, yeah. This is very good diagram. Look, make a note on this. Can you help me? According to the diagram, what is the first actually? How many? Two. You can just have to provide here two layers actually. Very good. Two neurons. Two neurons input layer. Second one, four. This link I can help you. Four. Very nice. Very nice, Daniel. Can you tell me what is the next one? One. Can simply add here nothing. One actually. Nice. We got a, this is exactly input layer, output layer, hidden layer. Chapter sir, are you getting? Right. This website is really very good website. Take this website, you will get an idea. Online team, if you want, I can share this link over online. Yeah, I have shared that link. I have shared over the website actually. LX NELAIL. Okay. So this is just like a to see. That's it actually. To see. Daniel, can I provide here kind of some 8 neurons? Up to you, sir. Otherwise 6 neurons. That's still okay. Can I provide one more layer? That's still okay. You can keep on. It is increasing actually. You will understand. Sir, can I ask a question? How many hidden layers? Two. First one, input layer, output layer, first hidden layer, second hidden layer. Can I tell you one thing? In our brain, information it will be passed like this actually. One neuron can pass information to the another neuron. All neurons actually. All these neurons will pass information to other neurons. Then finally here we will get output actually. Finally here we will get what exactly mean output actual. Don't think too much. Yeah, yes, sir. Here, good point, Siddiq Sarji. In input layer, there are two neurons, N1, neuron 1. This one is called as what exactly? Sorry, N2, neuron 2. This one N3, neuron 3. This one is so called as N4 actually. Every circle indicates to the one neuron. Every circle indicates to input layer. How many neurons are involving? Chappan sir, two actually. Types of neural network. Only team are you following, sir? Only team, I need one response from anybody. Thank you. Then let's move on. Types of neural network. There are mainly three types of neural network. First one ANN, also called as FFNN. The next one CNN. The next one RNN. What is the ANN, sir? Artificial neural network. Also called as a feed forward neural network. And what is the CNN actually? Convolution neural network. Talk with me. Convolution neural network. The next one is so called as a recurrent neural network actually. I hope yesterday I covered actually. These are all right. Deep learning applications. When you're talking about these are all deep learning applications. Self-driving cars, yes, they will use DL algorithm. Fraud news detection. What detection? Fraud news detection actually. Sir, this is very, very important, sir. Once the social media is improving and increasing regularly, let me tell you one small example. Let us go for Facebook or else Meta. Think like in morning at 9 a.m. Today morning at 9 a.m. in Hyderabad location, Amirpet location, there is one person. He posted in Amirpet so-and-so location. There is some small fire accident happened. What happened? Fire accident. Now think logically. Once any incident happen, that to surprise instant, social media main purpose will be it's supposed to distribute the news actually. It's supposed to quickly share the news. Am I right or not, sir? then before sharing the news, Facebook supposed to validate, is it right news or wrong news actually? Is it genuine or else is it fraud news actually? Are you with me? If it is fraud news, what happened, everyone will scold Facebook actually. This Facebook will give fraud news, something like that actually. If it is a genuine news, trust will increase actually. Oh, this is really giving good information. That's why almost all social media websites, they need to identify fraud news detection. They need to identify. Did you understand, sir? If they didn't identify, if they keep on sharing actually, first time they can believe, second time they can believe, third time they can uninstall actual. Are you with me? They may lose the customers. That's what fraud news detection is one of the very important news. Fraud became nobody's big businessman. Just example, you are getting a small message to your mobile. Click on this one, you will get a money. Click on this one, you will get a money actually. Gone case. If you click on that link, gone case actually. That is a fraud. Our system is supposed to be identified. Otherwise, best example, sir, we are educators. Think about our parents. They didn't study. My parents, they didn't study. My father, he don't know how to read actually. Especially Telugu, he can read. But English is suddenly one message he is getting. Click on this one, you will get a money. Maybe suddenly, automatically, he can click on. Why? Because that whenever the hackers, what they will, they will target your account number. They will, they will they will capture your account details. Last to 4 digits they will display. This is your account number. They will tell confidently. So and so location you are having the bank actually. Then my father may believe and click on actually. Gone case. మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా సార్? దట్స్ వై fraud detecting applications will boom like anything actually. Where there is a more crowd, applications are increasing. Fraud detection applications are very important. What detection? Fraud. Who is supposed to identify, sir? Otherwise, fraud is big business nowadays actually. Next one is NLP, natural language processing. They are using the deep learning. Next one is so called as a virtual assistants. What is the next one? Virtual assistants. The next one, entertainment also. Can you talk with me? Next one, visual recognition. I'm sorry, man. Visual assistants. I'm sorry, not visual, virtual. What do you mean by virtual assistant? Hey Siri, can you please switch on the light? Hey Siri, can you please switch on the light? Unstructured data. You are talking actually. Deep learning application, it will be captured. In Siri, or else where are all audio input you are giving, that is a deep learning application, sir. What application? Deep learning. It will take the data and it will process actually. Entertainment, all social media, they are using deep learning. Visual recognition. What recognition? Visual recognition, like a face detection, these are all. Fraud detection, both are same. Fraud news, healthcare organization, language translation. Sir, these are all deep learning applications actually. Language translation. This one is English. This one is what exactly? Telugu. Backend deep learning application. What application? That's it actually. So, hello, how are you? Yeah, language translation. That's it. I hope you got a clear picture. This is about deep learning introduction. This is not important, sir. So, 1 minute. Follow updated one actually. Deep learning libraries. We done this. Can you talk with me? Deep learning libraries actually. Deep learning libraries. Whenever you are working in, imagine if it is a data science project actually, data science project. Uh, First what we need to install, first to write a program, we need to install Python. We need to install Python. Then Daniel, I'm planning to do the data analysis. I'm planning to do what exactly? Data analysis. What I need to install? Pandas. Daniel, I'm planning for data visualization. Matplotlib. The next one, Seaborn. These are all actually. Daniel, I'm planning to create a models actually. Then scikit-learn. Same thing like that. If you wanted to work with the deep learning actually, what are our libraries required? Let me cover actually. That's what you need to be understand. For deep learning, separate libraries. It's not like a previous library, separate libraries actually. Please observe this. TensorFlow is a deep learning framework. One of the library name is called as a TensorFlow. You should aware, sir. TensorFlow is called as a deep learning framework. This library was created by Google in the year of 2015, and it is an open source. Once it was created, it was not that much popular. Why? Because new library, it takes some time to getting popular actually. 2015, now in 2024, right? I can say just recently created. On an average 9 years, but you can ignore the first 4 years actually. No one won't care at all. I can say last 5 years onwards, it is booming actually. Last how many? You can count from 2019 onwards actually. That too, can I say one thing? Who created, sir? Why? Why they have created actually? Why not other companies? Yeah, they have a lot of data. Where there is a data, they can see the problems actually. They will try to identify the solution. That's what you need to be understand. This library was created by Google in the year of 2015 and it is an open source. TensorFlow is the most famous deep learning library. If you are from deep learning, you should know one common library which is called as a deep learning. I'm sorry. TensorFlow. It is sir, beauty is it is entirely based on Python. Backend it is created with, it is Python. That's what we are discussing actually. If it is not Python, why will discuss? It is entirely based on Python programming language and using for numerical computation and data flow. Backend kind of some numerical computation, data flow also it will be happen. What do you mean by data flow? Parallel processing, first operation, second operation, third operation, graphical computation it will do. Which makes machine learning so faster actually. Even you can solve machine learning problems also by using deep learning, by using TensorFlow. TensorFlow is based on graph computation. TensorFlow is based on graph computation. I'm repeating again. This sentence is valid only. You can still solve machine learning problems by using TensorFlow. We are solving actually. We are solving. Yeah, make a note on this. TensorFlow logo is like this. If you observe closely the shadow, left hand side T, right hand side F actual. They combined like this. Then this is so called as a TensorFlow. Are you clear? Now to install TensorFlow, this is the way. Pip install TensorFlow. Sir, it takes a lot of time. And you should try to install TensorFlow. Why? Because you already installed. Yeah, we can, sir. You can enable GPUs also. In TensorFlow, GPUs are free. I'm sorry. In Google Colab, in what exactly mean? Google Colab, you can enable GPUs. You can enable GPUs also. Okay. Yeah, this is successful install. But if you're installing first time in your laptop, it's not like that much easy. It takes few minutes actually. Online team, please. Siddiq sir, we are discussing what is the backward propagation, forward propagation. These are all we are discussing. Okay. Important interview question, sir. Important interview question. Important interview question. I'm talking about olden days. Olden days. In a olden days, we do have a TensorFlow version, TensorFlow, Tensor, Tensor Flow, TensorFlow, which is so called as a V1 version. What version? V1. Then TensorFlow depends upon another library which is so called as a Keras, which is so called as a Keras. Then install explicitly. We have to install explicitly. And Keras also we need to install explicitly. It's okay, ignore the version. We have to install explicitly. But nowadays, what happened, sir? Nowadays actually, simple, understand the statement. Keras is inbuilt with TensorFlow. Inbuilt with what exactly? TensorFlow from second version onwards. Second version, what exactly? Onwards, actually, onwards. Right? I mean to say, if you install TensorFlow, what exactly, sir? TensorFlow, automatically you will get a more than V2 version actually. Can you talk with me? Do you need to install Keras? No. Keras no need to install. Why? Talk with me, because it is a inbuilt. Yeah, you may get error. Let me look into that error. I know you may get error actually. That's what I'm requesting. Try to, let me check that. Maybe Shruti ma'am, try to install actually. Shruti boss could not find the version that satisfies the requirement TensorFlow for version none. No matching distribution found for a TensorFlow. Then what we need to do, currently, I hope you guys are using, you guys are using Python 3.13 version. What version? I know very well. Am I right? Now, solution. What is the solution, Downgrade the Python. Talk with me. Downgrade actually. What do you mean by downgrade? Lower version. Mean to say, install the lower version. Install what exactly? Lower version actually. If you want, I can tell you what is, that's what I'm using. Python hyphen version actually. You can just have to go for Python 3.11 version. Python 3. What exactly? 11 version. Do you know how to install? Go to the Google. Do you know how to install? If you don't know, I will tell you. It is recommended version. Daniel, why? Why? Because sir, TensorFlow, this Python is the current version. TensorFlow may not support actual. That's what we have to install, always stable version. Still, that is an under development actually. Development in the sense, sir, please make a note on this. TensorFlow, they have updated with Python 3.10 version. Then again TensorFlow. Sir, once Python releases happen, almost all library they need to update actually. Updated with Python 3.11 version. TensorFlow. Imagine, not updated with Python chapter sir 3.13 version. Then you have to wait until update actual. Until what exactly? Until update actually. Instead of that one, you can downgrade your Python to 3.11 version actually. How to install, 3.11 version? Go to the Google. Python 3.11 version download actually. You will get a link. Look at my screen, everybody. Look at my screen, everybody. You will get this link, and you cannot get download button directly. This is stable version. Stable version. Scroll down. Here, where exactly 64-bit available, Windows recommended. Look at my screen, everybody. Windows installer 64-bit recommended actually. This you need to click on. Then it is being getting downloading. Cinema is over actually. I hope you know how to install actually. మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా సార్? Online team, let's copy this. Downgrade actual. Today I'm sharing more links. I don't know. Okay. Once you downgraded Python 3.11, you have to reinstall pandas. Cinema is same actually. Reinstall matplotlib, reinstall scikit-learn. Do one practice, man. మీకు ప్రాక్టీస్ అవుతుంది. But still okay. Yeah, fine. Back to the session. TensorFlow second version onwards. Keras. What is this? Keras actual. First time when I heard about this Keras, I thought like Kera doska. In Telugu there is a you know Keras library was inbuilt. So we no need to install explicitly. But in a olden days, we need to install explicitly. Olden days, when TensorFlow first version. Next version, next library's name is so-called as a PyTorch. Either you have to be good in one library, not in all libraries. One more library would have, which is so-called as a PyTorch. What is that one, sir? PyTorch, created by Facebook. Why Facebook? They do have more data. Where there is a more data, they know the problems very well. To solve these problems, they created a new libraries actually. PyTorch is the deep learning framework. PyTorch is the deep learning library created by Facebook in the year of 2016. Recently. Can I tell you one thing? మీకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ చెప్తాను చూడండి. When you're talking about the software, imagine if it is newly created actually, sir, it takes some time to get popular. It takes some time actually. Can I tell you? Python. It was created in the year of 1991 actually. 19? Can I tell you? On an average, 2015 onwards actually, 2000 what exactly 15 onwards, it is booming like anything actually. Before just Python means Python, that's it only. Once the data science environment, data science era started, then Python started booming actually. Previously, even I won't like Python previously when I was a Java developer. That too, when Python became more popular, I hope I already told one day the same story. Once Java, it became licensed. Then automatically all software companies, they are looking for the best programming language, where exactly open source actually. Python is the open source. All companies started using Python actually. Online team, are you clear or not, sir? That's why even see 1991 created, but it is becoming popular nowadays actually. No one never hit Python. No one. Python is rising like anything actually. Rising like anything. PyTorch is the deep learning library created by Facebook in the year of 2016, and it is open source, free. This one is a logo, sir. Something like a polio drops actual. Am I right? Like a water drop. CNTK is another deep learning library created by Microsoft, but not that much popular compared to the TensorFlow and PyTorch actual. Microsoft also created one library which is so-called as a CNTK. Why it is not much popular, sir? Microsoft is a financial organization. They don't want to make it anything as a free, open source. Are you with me? Go back to the .NET. .NET is, their own programming language. Licensed, sir. Licensed. Imagine you are starting one startup company. You wanted to use .NET actually. Imagine you are planning to 10 developers. You are planning to install for 10 developers actually. Per system, you have to pay this much dollars. Every month you have to pay actually. Licensed version, right? Next one, Keras. Keras is open source, high level neural network library. Sir, are you following everyone? What is the current topic? Deep learning libraries. What is the first one? TensorFlow. TensorFlow inbuilt is what exactly? Keras. PyTorch. The next one, CNTK. These are all. Keras is an open source high level neural network library, which was written in Python. Nice. Written in Python. It is capable enough to run on Theano, TensorFlow, and CNTK. Keras with combination of TensorFlow it works. Theano another library. CNTK it works actually, but TensorFlow is important. It was developed by so-and-so engineer. It was developed by Google engineers actually. It is user friendly, extensible, faster experimentation with the deep neural network. Yeah, it supports. Talk with me. It supports CNN. CNN in the sense what exactly? Convolution neural network, image analysis, text analysis. These are all things it will do actually. Okay. Yeah. Understand this. K. The red color. My initial also K, sir. Kasagani actually, but no relation. With my initial and K, Keras. Ma'am, this is important. Please focus actually. Please focus. Can you tell me machine learning steps? Machine learning steps cheptara? Very good. Importing the libraries. Yeah, yes, sir. Model creation. Till now, if anyone don't know ML steps actually, I don't know. I don't know what to say actually. Please. Next one, deep learning. Deep learning. What exactly sir? Steps. Please follow this technology. Sir, importing the libraries. As usual. Loading the dataset. As usual. Data preparation. Splitting the dataset. Yeah. Model creation. Now, hold on here actually. Sixth step is, in machine learning, what is the sixth step, madam? But in deep learning, model compilation is the sixth step. What exactly? Model compilation actually. Seventh step is as usual, model training. Eighth step is prediction. Nothing is there, just one extra step. Cheptara? That's it. That's what I'm telling. If you are very good in machine learning, deep learning is like this actually. Like this. To compile, there is a method. That's it. So here, you need to create one object actually. Model dot sequential. Don't think sequential means sequential processing. No, sequential is a class. Compile method, the next one will be model dot fit method, and the next one will be model dot predict method. That's it. Cinema is the same actually. Very simple. Model creation, sequential. It is a predefined class which will create a neural network actually. Don't think sequential processing. That is a different and sequential is a different. After that, we need to compile the model. To compile the model, we need to call a method. Method name is a. That's it. That's it. So be strong in Python. To train the model, we need to call a method. Method name is a fit. That's it. The next one, predict actually, right? These are all you should aware. Online team. I'm sure, sir, these are all stuff actually. Daniel, how? From machine learning, sir. Are you clear? Chappan, sir. Steps to create a deep learning model with Keras. Define your model. Create a sequential model and add configured layers. You will understand what do you mean by add configured layers. Please be patient. See. Compile your model. Specify loss function optimizer and call compile method. What do you mean by loss function optimizer? It takes some time. You need to call a method. Method name is so called as a compile. And fit your model. You just need to call a method. Method name is called as a fit method. Train your model actually. Then finally, to do the prediction, we need to call a predict method. What method? Predict method actually. I know these are all technical terms actually. Once I started example, you will get a clarity actually. But by looking at these steps, can you tell me what is the extra step actually? That's it. You need to be understand. Compile the model actually. Model compilation. Okay. Yeah. Yo, Daniel, what is going on? Yeah. At any cost, you should install TensorFlow. If your system is not, your system will support, no doubt in that. If you are using Windows 7, Windows, anyone is using Windows 7? If anyone is using Windows 7, make a note on this one. These softwares may not work actually. Why? Because Windows 7 is almost outdated. Windows 10, Windows 10, it will be more comfortable. Of course, it is not environment dependent. What's going on? My system got stuck, man. I don't know. Hey, what happened? Maybe issue is with the downloads folder. Space almost done or what? Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry for making you to wait actually. Talk with me. What is the topic? Hmm. I got one response from Siddiq Sarji. Good, sir. Very good. Once he downgraded, he is able to install. My install in my laptop installed Python version 3.12 and TensorFlow got what exactly mean installed successfully. Clear, right? Are you with me? Right. Good, sir. Congrats, actually. Okay. What is the topic name? Terminology. Important, sir. To understand the whole deep learning, this terminology is very, very important. Let me explain from scratch. You will get an idea. The first term is called as a neuron. What is the first term? Neuron, actually. Neuron creates or forms the basic element of our brain. Did you remember in our childhood, maybe 6th standard or 8th or 9th standard actually, teacher used to give chart actually, they will tell, go and draw the diagram actually. I used to get always one diagram. The diagram is called as amoeba actual. I used to close my eyes and I used to. I'm sorry for getting. Okay, back to the session. Neuron forms the basic element of our brain. Sir, our brain, group of neurons, lot of neurons. Can I tell you, millions of neurons? It's not like a one neuron actually. A group of neurons used to create a neural network. A single neuron cannot perform any task actually. A group of neurons required. A group of neuron. Best example, if I'm asking what is your lunch actually, then automatically in our brain that neurons works together. They will create a neural network. From that neural network, we can get the answer actually. Then that neural network answer, it will send signals to our mouth. You know, I'm sorry, let me repeat again. Imagine if I'm asking, hi, how are you? Then the sentence, it will pass through your ears, and from ears to your brain actually. In your brain, creates a neural network. Hi, how are you, right? You are thinking like, only one sentence. Hi, it will be captured by neuron number 1. How, it will be captured by neuron number 2. Or it will be captured by neuron number 3. Like group of neurons. It receives the input, process the output actually, process the input. Finally, it will tell, I'm doing great actually. I'm doing what exactly, man? Conclusion of the story, every answer coming from our brain, especially neural network. Especially neural network actually. A group of neurons used to create the neural network. Yeah, good. A neuron receives an input, process it, and what exactly mean generates output actually. So simple. A neuron receives input. Yes. Daniel, is this diagram important? Not at all important actually, but I wanted to confirm that. This calculation is important. I can talk. Slowly by slowly, I can talk actually. A neuron receives an input, process it, and generates what exactly mean? Output actually. Output. Okay. Move on to the next one. This topic is so called as a MLP. Chappan sir, topic is so called as a MLP. MLP in the sense what exactly, multi-layer perceptrons. I mean to say group of layers it is going to involve. Multi-layer. Sir, can you tell me what is the first one? Neuron. I hope you are comfortable about the neuron. Neuron is a simple man, a single neuron or node also you can say. A single neuron may not perform the complex task. So it's required. What is perceptron? Sir, it is again neuron actually. It is again neuron. Don't worry, I will tell. So it's required to use group of neurons to perform the complex task actually. So in simple network, we do have like, input layer, hidden layer and output layer. Okay. Repeating again. In simple network, we do have like what exactly mean input layer, hidden layer and output layer actually. Each layer has a multiple neurons. Yeah. All neurons in each layer are connected with all neurons in what exactly? Next layer. Please understand this one is input layer, output layer. This is so called as a hidden layer actually. What layer man? Hidden layer. Can I drink water? Yeah. Observe this zero. I wanted to tell you one thing. This neuron, it will be connected with the next neurons automatically. It is see connecting with this neuron, connecting with this neuron, this neuron, this neuron. This is something like, can I tell you? I'm sorry, just let me use one small example. We are telling to this neuron, and what we are telling, don't say to anyone. I will tell you one small information. Then what this neuron will do, sir? This neuron will pass information to all neurons actually. Something like my wife. I'm sorry for getting right. If I tell, don't tell to anyone, she will pass information to everyone. I'm sorry for getting, sir. Okay, cool. This is also called as a fully connected network. Fully connected network actually. Sir, here onwards important. Can you tell me what is the first two terminology? Neuron. Next one, MLP. MLP means multi-layer perceptrons. The next one is so called as a neural network actually. Then what do you mean by neural network? A neural network is the backbone of deep learning. Yeah, We already covered. When you're talking about the neural network, can you talk with me? It is what exactly mean? Backbone of neural network, backbone of deep learning actually. See, this one is the data. We are getting the model, and in between, what is working, sir? Neural network is working. A neural network is the combination of basic neurons and also called as a perceptrons. Simple, a neural network means group of neurons. The goal of neural network is to find the mapping function. Okay. To find the mapping function. In machine learning also I covered actually. Go back to the machine learning. Chapter number 4, I guess. Topic name is called as a learning function. Supervisor model, what it will, it will try to learn the target function in between input and output actually. In between input and output actually. Neurons having weights and bias, which is updated during what exactly, sir? Training. So what do you mean by weights and bias? Go to the machine learning. Did you remember coefficient? Did you remember intercept actually? Same thing like that in deep learning. Weights and bias. That's what you need to be understand. Come on, I need a response from you. Did you remember in a machine learning during the training, coefficients and intercepts supposed to be updated actually. Same thing like that in deep learning, weights and bias. It is being getting updating automatically. You can compare like that. Data. The next one is so called as a neural network. The next one is so called as a model actually. This is very, very important, sir. You have to please be focused actually. Okay. Yeah. First would have a inputs actually. Imagine this one is input. Input number 1, input number 2, input number 3, input number 4. Go back to the iris data set. What data set? Here it helps actually. How many features? Then 4 neurons. Input layer contain what exactly? 4 neurons. Think like that. Tim, every input having the weight value. Go back to the machine learning. Every feature having the coefficient. Did you remember? Same story. That's what. If you know machine learning, then I can compare actually. Otherwise, too difficult. Input, weight 1. Input 2, weight 2. Input 3, weight 3. Something like that actually. Respectively, these are all respective weights. Tim, you know what? This is so called as a summation function. Talk with me. Here some summation, some calculation it is happening. I will talk tomorrow what kind of calculation. And there is a one value here. What is that value? Bias value. What value? Bias. Simple bias means error. Bias means go back to the supervisor learning. While it is learning the target function, it may contain error. It may contain, then neural network also may contain error actually. Then the next one is called as the activation function. What function? Activation function. Then finally you will get a prediction output. Finally you will get a prediction output. Come on. The flow. Deep learning flow. Inputs. The next one. Weights. The next one. Bias. The next one. Summation function. The next one. Activation function. The next one. Prediction output actually. One more time. Inputs, weights, bias, summation function, activation function, prediction. This one is a small flow. Mini flow I can say. Tomorrow I will show you the large flow. You will get an idea. Alright sir, we will continue tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's session.